Is it stuck? What's up, guys? So welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go over the ultimate redfish rig for catching bull reds on the jetties. So I'm going to go over all the terminal tackle that we have here. I know everybody's going to hate on the 250 pound mono. They're going to say you don't need 250 pound mono to land redfish, but it's not for fighting the fish. It's just to help you land these fish off the rocks, because the rocks will cut you off really fast. So let's go over what we'll need so you guys can make this rig. First off, we're going to need a 10-knot circle hook by Mustad. It's a Demon Perfect Circle Inline. So there's that reference number if you want to look it up. You can purchase these. It comes in a 50 pack for about 22 bucks. So I think it's very budget friendly. And then we're gonna need these double barrel crimps. These are from High Seas, and it's a 1.9. So you need a 1.9 for 250 pound mono. And these are optional if you can find some single barrel crimps. This is the Roscoe brand. I think this is a size 7A. I got these from Roy's. I haven't found another brand that fits 250 pound. But yeah, if you could find these single barrel crimps or a different brand for cheaper, I think this is a 50 pack for like 15 bucks. Kind of pricey. But you'll need one of these if you can find these. If not, we'll go ahead and stick with 3 double barrel crimps. And then here are your options for the sinker. This works just fine, or you can get the one with the plastic. These are on Amazon for a 50 pack for I think 13-14 bucks. So like I said, pretty budget friendly. And then these are the AFW 310 pound barrel swivels. And this is a 50 pack for 12 bucks. And then you have an option of using pony beads or these small little beads. I use the small little beads just because I use a lot of 100 pound and 250 pound, and these fit on both. So like I said, I use 100 pound and 250 pound, and they'll fit on these small beads, and they're a 1200 count for like $8, $6. So super cheap. That goes a long way. And then of course you'll need the 250 pound mono. This is 100 yards for $14.99 or $13.99. I know the 300 pounds $14.99. Could be $1 cheaper, or they could be the same price. So still pretty cheap. And most of all these things here, all this, or let me say all the terminal tackle, you can pretty much get from Roy's or Amazon. Even Porty Outfitters will have a lot of the they don't carry the hooks there if you're looking for this exact one. I know Roy's does, and you'll find the crimps, at least the double barrel crimps there, and some swivels, the barrel swivels. And then these, you can also use the ones that have a barrel swivel on top with a clip. You can use those too. These are just cheaper. I mean, I don't want to spend money on those. We're gonna get stuck on the jetties. You're gonna lose a couple rigs. So to me, these are cheaper to use. And then of course you need some crimpers. So these are the Jinkai. These are about like 50 bucks. You don't need to buy these exactly. Amazon has some for like $12. I think Royce has some for like 30. And then of course a decent cutter, so that way it cuts the mono pretty flush and doesn't kind of smash it. It makes it easier for you to push the mono through the crimps. And that's pretty much all you'll need. And so in the next part, I'm going to go over how to make the rig. And it's basically a Carolina rig, very simple to make, but I'm going to show you how I make it. All right, guys, so now we're going to make the rig, and we're going to start off with the hook first. Don't forget the 10-aught circle hook from Mustad. So we're going to go ahead and crimp this on, and then we're going to leave a small loop for the hook. Just like that. I like to leave a little bit of a tag end when I crimp. And then when you crimp, just leave a little bit of the edge visible, and then you can crimp down. Same thing on the opposite side. We're going to do the same thing. So these are big enough to double crimp. You can just crimp once in the middle, but I like to double crimp. And this is what you'll see. Next step is we're going to take another one of those crimps, slide it down first, and then we're going to add 3 beads. Pony beads are way faster. But I'm still gonna use the small beads. And then I'm gonna use this one instead of this one, just because it slides a little bit easier. All right, and then we're gonna add 3 more beads. And then we're almost done. So I'm gonna go ahead and crimp on this barrel swivel, and then we're gonna use the last double barrel crimp. And on here, I don't like to leave a loop like I did for the hook. I try to get as flush as I can as possible with leaving some tagging coming through the crimp as well. So I like to leave it like that. And then same thing, leave a little bit of the edge of the crimp exposed, and then go ahead and crimp. Same thing on the other side. And then if you do have some of the tagging that sticks out, you can go ahead and cut it. Same thing with the hook. You can leave it there or you can cut it. Your choice. And then last step, since we have this double barrel crimp here, we need to crimp this down, right? So because we want the weight to stop at a certain distance from the hook. But if you crimp it just like this, you might over crimp and cut into the mono. So what we're gonna do is cut a small piece of the 250 pound, and then go ahead and insert on the other end, and then we're just gonna crimp it down. So that way you don't have to over crimp. And this is my preference, but I like to have the weight and the hook closer to each other because it casts better, and you're still gonna catch redfish. The redfish don't care how close the sinker is to the bait is, but this is about roughly about where I like it to be at. And then just go ahead and cut off the tag end. So whenever you do have the weight on, it's gonna be pretty close to the hook. But like I said, this casts better for me, and it's not gonna helicopter because I know most people will put it halfway on the leader. So this is gonna helicopter and reduce your distance. Keep it closer together. All the weight stays closer together, and it just casts better. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, well, you can just put the loop on a claw sinker. Well, I don't use claw sinkers when I'm on the jetty. So like I said, my preference, keep the weight and the bait closer to each other, and you'll get a better cast. And that's all you need, guys. This rig should help you land some bull reds. Let me know in the comments if you like the leader. It's a simple rig, easy to make. It's a Carolina rig, just a little bit beefier for the jetties. I'm after that 50-inch redfish. I was close last March, 47.5. So hopefully this year I can get on a 50-inch. I like using these hooks, throwing a whole blue crab, cut bait. So these haven't let me down at all. So I really like these hooks, especially you get 50 of them because you get stuck in the jetties a lot. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks.